Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. So this video is going to be all about organisation and life admin, and I'm also partnering up with Compare the Market on this video to showcase their Simples Lab, which is Compare the Market's latest innovation lab, which is essentially designed to help you get the most out of your financial situation, whether or not you're like renewing insurance and that kind of thing. So if you would like to see more, then I hope you'll keep watching. So for this video, Compare the Market have actually challenged me to sort out my life admin a little bit. You know, all those jobs that get on top of you that you just really don't want to do because they take ages or they're stressful or confusing. Well, that is what I've been challenged to do, and I've got to use the Simples Lab and try and organise some of my finances in 60 minutes and see how much I can get done. And I thought, given that it's kind of inspired me to get cracking really, I thought I would show you other areas that I'm trying to sort my life out today. Just like little things, it might be like stuff around the house, things that have been building up and I need to sort out. It might be getting organised for getting the kids later from the school and nursery run, loads of different things like that. So hopefully you will find this quite a useful video, and I think the Simples Lab is actually a really great tool, and if you're already a Compare the Market fan, then you'll find it really useful, and if you've not used it before, it's definitely worth checking out because you can save yourself money in the long run. So let's get started. Now, working with Compare the Market has actually come at a really good time for us because we are looking to remortgage at the moment anyway, and we're hoping to be able to secure enough funds to extend our house and build Stan, our third baby, his own bedroom, which will be really exciting. But as well as that, there are certain things that are on our list anyway, like sorting out our energy bills because they go up all the time and different providers can offer different services. So I'm going to have a look at that as well. And then also car insurance. There's loads of different things on the Simples Lab, including their energy check service and their credit card eligibility checker and their mortgage eligibility checker. So if those were anything that are interesting to you, then it's probably best to check there first. So I actually had to do this with Stan because he woke himself up today by fiddling with his dad's alarm clock earlier. So I put him down for a nap and he set an alarm for 10 o'clock, so he didn't nap very long. But I was able to go through the Simples Lab really easily despite having a baby on my knee. So the first thing that I did was look through energy check via the Simples Lab, which is actually really useful. There's loads of different articles, so if you're a bit like confused about energy and how you can get the best rates for you and what happens and how energy providers work, then it's definitely worthwhile checking through them, because what I've noticed, the older I get and the more au fait I get with bills and that kind of thing, I've realised that when our energy term comes to an end, energy suppliers often just up the rate there and then and hope that you will be too busy or disinterested and you won't look around for a better rate for yourself, and you end up paying more. And this has happened to me before and I've had to negotiate my way out of it, and I don't want to do that again. But the nice thing about energy check in the Simples Lab is that you can sign up and register, and once your energy term comes to an end, you will get a notification just before that happens, so you know that you need to sort it out, you need to look elsewhere, maybe you need to negotiate, and Compare the Market can help you with that anyway, as we all know. But the Simples Lab just makes it that bit more easier, to be honest, and there are loads of little hints and tips as you go through, so if you've forgotten anything, it's really easy to use. They'll give you suggestions on what to look for, what to search for, what's right for you and your family, that kind of thing. What I've also learned since signing up is that you actually get regular alerts as well, so when cheaper tariffs become available to you, then you get notifications if you do want to switch or look into that a little bit more than you can do. So it's almost like they're doing all the shopping around for you, and you can just sit back and relax and check your emails from time to time, and then the job's done. Through the Simples Lab you can also look at motor and home insurance as well, which I've been having a nosy through. We've actually used Compare the Market before, so we, our customers, found it really useful and handy, and I feel like they just collate all the information in one place and then you can make the decision that's best for you, which I really like because I don't know the names of all the best providers and suppliers, and I end up just going for the ones that are most well known, but that doesn't necessarily save me money. Another thing I have to mention, because it's a huge selling point for us as a family, is that when you become a Compare the Market customer, you then get Meerkat meals and Meerkat movies as well for a year, which is amazing because it just saves you money and you get some better deals out there as well, and it feels like it really pays off. So believe it or not, did it actually take me 60 minutes? Well, even with Stan on my knee, I was only on there for 36 minutes, which, considering I looked through home insurance, car insurance and also our energy, I was really impressed with. I've got all that saved, so when you set up an account you can save all of your quotes. So now later on, because Mark and I like to make all of these decisions together, we can sit down when the kids are in bed and revisit our quotes and see which works for us as a couple, which one we're most keen on, and move forwards from there. And I just love that, because sometimes you do these quotes online and then you lose them and you've got to go and redo it again and find out all that information again, and it can be quite tricky and quite time consuming, and we just don't have the time for that. So that is on our list for later on today when the kids are sleeping. So I hope you enjoyed finding out a little bit more about the Compare the Market Simples lab, but what I'm going to do now is get off my bottom and take this camera with me and get on with organising the rest of my life today, so things can go a little bit more smoothly over the week ahead. So if you want to come with me, then keep watching. So I have to be quiet because Stan's asleep just next door, but the first thing that I've got to sort out today is washing. So for me, just to cope with the fact that there's 5 of us and there's so much washing, I try and do a load a day, wash, dried and put away every single day. So when I'm folding washing off the line, I like to organise them into piles there and then, so it's a lot easier. And then these are tea towels and bibs for downstairs. So the clothes are all put away, at least the kids' clothes anyway, and while I'm up here I have changed our bath mat and hand towel, and I'm just going to empty our bathroom bin and put a new bin liner in, and then I'm going to head downstairs and get on with some paperwork that I really need to get on top of. So that's upstairs done. I've got to put the rubbish in the bin outside. I'm going to put a wash load on. This is kind of like what I get up to every time one of my children is napping or I have some time on my own. So I've made myself a brew and I have a little candle in the kitchen just to sort of chill me out a little bit. I have so much paperwork to sort out. I've got my computer with me, I've got my planner, I've got some pens to organise myself with, and then I have like invoices, expenses, I've got hospital appointments, I've got our family planner calendar here. I need to sort out all of this junk that is stuffed in the front of it, and I need to organise our month ahead. But first I'm just going to enjoy this brew while there's no children around to make it go cold so I can't have it anymore. So this is our family planner. It's a Busy Bee one. What I really like about it is it has this slot here at the bottom of every month where you can put appointments in or important information, which I find really handy. But the other thing that happens is that it quickly fills up with stuff that actually probably does need chucking in the recycling bin, shredding, that kind of thing. And then hopefully I'll have some time for editing, emails, catching up on comments and things like that. And then I've got to prepare for the school and nursery run, and you cannot do the school and nursery run in my house unless you have snacks. So less chatting, more cracking on. Oh, my organising got cut short, didn't it? You woke up from your nap early, but I thought I would show you what I managed to do. I'm really pleased actually, because one of the best things is that I had a call from our local leisure centre, and there's a slot that's available for Daisy to start swimming lessons, so I got that sorted because that was already on my list and they rang me up anyway. I have called the doctors about myself, I've updated our calendar, I filled in a dentist form for this one, and then I've also filled in a nursery form for him as well, because Bill and Daisy both started nursery around a similar age, around 14 months old, and we want to do it just so they can like get extra socialising in with like other children their age, and it also means that I can do some proper fixed work days every day without having to work around them, because while they're babies it's a little bit easier, but this one is starting to toddle and doesn't nap as much, and I just feel like a lot better about everything moving forward, because I have been finding things quite stressful recently, and this just feels like, yes, we're getting things sorted now. And yeah, that is where we're up to. Oh, are you helping? Yeah, are you clapping? Thank you. Thank you. I'm gonna get you. I'm going. I have just been prepping a pizza sauce for later. I'm going to do homemade pizza for the kids tonight, and I've literally just in this pan here, I've got some passata, some oregano, some seasoning and a little bit of garlic, and I've reduced that down a little bit so it's not like too sloppy and wet on the pizza dough. So we are all ready to go and get your big brother and sister, aren't we? I thought I would quickly show you my last little organisational tip. This is like a buggy caddy, and I've got snacks in there for each of the kids. I've got a drink for Daisy because she's always thirsty when she comes out of nursery, and then this is actually knit spray. Can never be too prepared. And then this is like a antibacterial hand spray to keep all sanitized and stuff. But we are ready to go. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video and enjoyed seeing like how I stay organized and what I do like when Stan sleeps and how I use my time. Thank you to Compare the Market for working with me on this video as well. It was an absolute pleasure. I really enjoyed doing this, but I need to dash because I've got a school run to do. So I hope you really enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching, and hopefully I'll see you next time. Bye!